Nice. Hake is live. What's up, guys? I am James Hake. This is the Hake Report. It is Friday, June 19th, 2020. Juneteenth for the blacks who are into the blackness. I don't know any blacks who are into Juneteenth. Except for people like, what's that woman's name? She was on the Jesse Lee Peterson show years ago. I brought her on. I was one of my first guests as the as producer of the Jesse Lee Peterson show. Her name was Feminista Jones. I think she was the first person that I knew of, and she's a black Twitter person who knew about Juneteenth, and I didn't know anything about it. The whites don't know, they don't care. It was when they read, I guess, some general came to Galveston, Texas, and read the Emancipation Proclamation more than 2 years after the actual Emancipation Proclamation, because word spread slowly. And plus, they had a war, right? Crazy. You're welcome, blacks. On behalf of the whites from those times, right? They will really want to hold on to that madness. Anyways, let's get on with the show. You guys can call in 888-775-3773, or can you? Because the lines are so full already. So I will be getting to your calls and other stuff. Social media madness. Get ready, guys. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la. Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la.
Hey, guys!
Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la. Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la.
We're just kicking the stream back on again, guys. You should see me. Thank you guys for hanging tight. Press F for the stream. Press A+ for we're back. I guess. I don't know. Oh, man. What a pain. Joel thought that he clicked priority. I'm hoping that he didn't. Was it priority? It was priority and it still dropped. Get Bill. Where's Bill? Shout out to Bub's Love for making the excellent stickers on dlive.tv/. I mean, yeah, you should let Bill know because Joel said that he did it right. Joel tripped on the cats again. Cats, says Grand Bear. I don't know what that means. But sorry about that, guys. Anyways, let's get on with this show. Shout out to Bub's Love for the excellent White History Month replacement design t-shirts, since Savage Travis and my design was apparently taken down without any notice. Like, I don't even, I'm really bad about my emails, and if you guys try to contact me, you may have noticed that it can be a little difficult sometimes because I just lose track of stuff, right? And so, but I was searching through my emails. I searched Teespring on my phone, and searching through emails on a phone, especially on an iPhone, doesn't seem ideal. It doesn't seem like they show you all the proper results. But I saw through all these Teespring things, and no alert that your design was taken down, hate speech or anything like that. And by the way, we found it out on the Kill Stream last night. I was on the Kill Stream with Jesse Lee Peterson, the Ralph Retort, who is, that's Ethan Ralph, who is host of the Kill Stream, and Dick Masterson. That was cool. Appreciate you guys hosting us, Ralph and Dick. It was so cool. You can see the playback. It did stream on YouTube as well. I wasn't aware of it, but it's on Chill Stream Uncut or something like that. Some channel. Ralph and Dick Masterson. He is I learned that he's half Mexican. Half Mexican. He's the author of Men Are Better Than Women. I put a WH in women. He's the author of, it's as in Richard. My grandpa's name was Richard. Yeah, Teespring. So I was surprised because we have been selling the Great White Hope on Teespring for ages. It was one of the first designs with the President Trump in a graphic face for years, we've been selling that. And we've been selling White History Month for years now, actually. And now it seems like it's been taken down. So, what a shame. But Bub's Love did create new designs. Already put them up on our Teespring. But don't go too crazy, Bubs, because suppose they took it down because it says White History Month and supposedly that's racist. Then I don't want to get our other stuff kicked off of Teespring. We still want to sell through Teespring. So maybe we'll just sell other more edgy stuff on our own. But I appreciate the designs. That was very nice. And they look great. We have tank tops now, phone cases with the Iwo Jima, you know, those soldiers raising up the flag. Very nice, beautiful. That's, you know, I don't know the specific case of Iwo Jima, but it's a really cool picture, right? I think Iwo Jima was a World War II situation, I think, over in, like, one of those Asian countries, right? I don't know my history. Maybe somebody who's on the line can tell me. But very cool. I'll be sharing the links. It will be in my blog post today for today's show, Friday, June 19th. Alternative designs. Social media is out of control. Other T-shirt companies, by the way, have refused to even print the Great White Hope T-shirt. And that was years ago when we tried to do a rush order through a different company. They said, oh, we can't do this. After reviewing it, we can't do this. Dumb people think that it's racist to call Trump the Great White Hope. Stupid. There's a whole lot of fear-mongering about racism. That's the boogeyman of today. The major boogeyman. Kind of akin to this climate change hysteria. There's currently hysteria about things that you don't even know are real, right? This COVID thing. It's kind of a mystery. They're kind of cagey about their facts. A lot of people, in some cases, it does major damage, this COVID thing, especially when they put the COVID patients in the nursing homes, which was ill-advised around the old people who were the most susceptible to getting COVID and to being especially hurt by it and sometimes dead by it. So these people are not about what's right. These Democrats, liberals, Trump haters, social media companies, mainstream media companies. It's so pathetic. Twitter fact-checked Trump's tweet that was obviously satire, and they called it manipulated media. And CNN PR, which is public relations for CNN, says, this is not how it really went. And I have screenshots. I don't have the actual video, but the video is funny because it has this ominous music and it has a CNN, what is it called, a chyron? Where it has in the lower third of the screen, it has this little headline thing that says, racist baby runs from or chases another black baby or something like that. Terrified toddler runs from racist baby, and they misspelled toddler. And it's not even the correct font, and it's obviously, I can't imagine even boomers believing this to be like a real thing, because boomers sometimes get suckered by fake news, or older people sometimes aren't aware of, you know, oh, this was fake, oh, this was pretend, oh, this was just satire. I can't imagine that they thought that this was real, because in the next screen it also says baby was probably a Trump voter. And there's CNN, you know, it's mocking CNN. But they had to say manipulated media. And then in the next screen thing, in the outside folder, there's like two screenshots, right? It says, what does it say? Put it up for me, Joel. Hold on, I'll just pull it up right now. Yeah, no, not that one. But video being shared of CNN report on toddlers is doctored, journalists confirm. Like they really need journalists to confirm that this is fake. Normal people, anybody who is looking around or looking and paying attention can tell it's a meme video. And it's a feel-good meme video because and it was created by this meme maker, and it has a watermark on it too, by Carpe Dunctum. Carpe Dunctum is a pro-Trump guy who makes memes. I think he appeared at the social media summit, I believe. But multiple journalists confirmed that the video, which was shared by President Trump, is edited and features a fake CNN chyron. The original CNN story, which is from 2019, reported a friendship between two toddlers. And, you know, it's just a dumb feel-good story between a white little boy and a black little boy, right? And there's no sense of humor, dumb, intellectual, so-called journalists act like they're fact-checking Trump. As if Trump was sharing it as though it was real. He was sharing a funny thing. And it was making actually a powerful point because although this situation was, they pretended like CNN called the baby racist, they are actually calling innocent people racist. They're actually bringing up race when cases that race may not have as much to do with it as what they're thinking, especially not in the way that they're thinking. Such as this white cop who sat on the neck of George Floyd, or this white cop who shot Rayshard Brooks, or this white Hispanic George Zimmerman who shot Trayvon in self-defense, or this white cop, former officer Darren Wilson, who shot Michael Brown in self-defense. Those two cases were the cases on which Black Lives Matter was founded. Lies. And Twitter supports Black Lives Matter. Instagram supports Black Lives Matter. Facebook, no doubt, supports Black Lives Matter, although I haven't seen it, but, you know, think about it. YouTube supports so-called racial justice, which is fake, which is not justice. So these people are so phony. They promote fake news, and they accuse Trump of promoting fake news. They call Antifa the boogeyman, when actually racism is the boogeyman that Antifa is fighting against. But they think, oh, Antifa is fighting against racism. Stupid. Oh, man. And I have more about this dumb. New York Daily News is writing an article about Facebook removing 88 Trump ads with symbols once used by Nazis. Interesting, huh? 88. And it's this upside down red triangle, and they call it upside down because the horizontal part of the triangle is at the top. I don't know how a triangle can be upside down, really. Triangles are just triangles. But anyways, that's supposed to be a hate symbol, and so Facebook is taking it down. Talk about scaremongering, right? That's the boogeyman. The alt-right are the boogeyman. The alt-right are not and would not be a threat. But all this scaremongering and hate mongering against whites is encouraging madness. You want to drive the whites mad? Get maybe a white to go out of control and shoot up a place? That's what they want. And there's all kinds of madness. Trump promoted this book by this Jewish conservative named David Horowitz. He's a Jewish, what is it called? That doesn't necessarily believe in God. Agnostic. But he's formerly like a radical commie guy. And his book, I think, is titled Blitz, Trump Will Smash the Left and Win, right? It's an Amazon #1 bestseller. Hot book, great author, Trump tweeted, right? And they say, this is the New York Daily News, Blitz, short for Blitzkrieg, was a military tactic used by the German Nazis early on in the war as they invaded a number of neighboring countries. Did you know that, Joel? That's what Blitz was, a Nazi term? No. Had you ever heard the term Blitz before?
The only time I heard the term Blitz was we used to play a game called Blitz 2000 on Nintendo 64.
Football.
Growing up, yeah.
American football.
Yeah, so that's what we know. And Blitz is also a term used in football.
You rush in. That's when you rush in and tackle the main guy, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And so it's also a football term, New York Daily News, suckers. Well, I mean, we took it from the Nazis, right? It's a military tactic. Duh. But, they're trying to, that's election meddling, right? Crazy. And I hope to get to more of this like Supreme Court madness and all that stuff, but I have a ton of callers and I want to get to them. And it's so crazy. Oh, let me quickly read a few super chats though. Noah's Ark Kansas gave a diamond, appreciate it, and so did Paulie J, gave a couple of them. Thank you. Based AF, Based America First, I presume, gave a ninjet. Nice, appreciate that. Very generous. I would make you a breakfast California egg white omelet, bacon with Belgium waffle and butter, and Kangaroo's maple syrup. You are loved. Wow, thank you. Brandon M says, dropped like a fat girl on Valentine's. That's messed up. But that's what Joel did to me, my stream. Mobetta Stand Up gave a Ninja Guinea, thank you. And he says, followed by meteor showers and tidal waves, followed by fault lines that cannot sit still. Wow. He also gave another Ninja Guinea. Mom, Mother Nature, is gonna fix it all soon. She is coming round to put it back the way it ought to be. Interesting. Mobetta Stand Up gave a diamond and said, Ninjet from our homie, D-Live crew. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. And shout out to Jib Jab for the wait for it sticker over on YouTube. No sour cream for Hake, please, says Sir Nasty. Thank you. I do like sour cream and onion chips, though. Anyways, Pringles. It's not that creamy, gross stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe it's the texture. But I like yogurt, plain yogurt. I think that I was just spoiled. I was allowed to get away with not eating what I didn't want to eat, and so now my mind can't overcome it. What a mess. I don't even like pickles, but I do support Horman's Best Pickles. They do look good. Like, I do not like pickles, but I might try a Horman's Best Pickle on camera one day. Maybe it was too spicy for Hake. That's a lie. Come on, man. That's messed up. All right, I got to get to some calls. Alex in Pasadena. What's up? Pasadena, California, presumably. Hey.
Hey. I just wanted to start off. Today's 619 day.
619.
Any of WWE, old Rey Mysterio.
Okay.
It was in the. But anyway.
I didn't keep up with that stuff as a kid. We would watch it and be like, this is so fake. But when it was called WWF, it was pretty entertaining. But
that was right before my time. I got it like in the 2000s. But,
okay.
My question was, I was wondering if you seen what John Bolton wrote in his book, and with that, I was wondering if you think the Republican Party is completely, I would say, gone from the one that was before Trump, just not even that long ago, and if you think it will survive after this election if he isn't reelected.
It's hard to know. It's hard to know because the Republicans, I see practically all Republicans now as a joke. I only respect Trump and Clarence Thomas, and I can't think of anybody else in the government.
Roberts?
No.
Chief Justice Roberts?
No. Chief Justice Roberts is a joke.
You have to remember.
In fact, he's worse than a joke. He's a sucker. He's weak. He's evil.
But you have to remember, these people are on the court for. They have no time limit. So
right.
Truthfully, they're obviously going to make some bad decisions. Like the one that just passed, obviously they were both bad decisions. But
right.
it happens sometimes, and I truly feel this is just. I don't think the plane that maybe you have, or like obviously like us on the right would have, or something. I don't think. I feel the world is changing in a way that we can no longer control, and even the Republicans at this point. Like you said you don't like any Republicans. Obviously, I don't feel that way. I still identify with the party, but there's obviously a lot of like rhinos.
Right.
Some people call me a rhino. I'm not. I don't call myself a rhino, but
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
would.
people think I am.
I don't think most people call themselves rhinos.
Yeah,
but
well-
I can identify with the platform, I think, or at least support the platform because it's supposed to be pro-life. It's supposed to be pro-family, pro-what's right, pro-country. But in practice, all these people are not. I mean, there may be other respectable guys out there, but I don't see them in the forefront. I see them trying to marginalize and ostracize the decent ones like Steve King, Congressman Steve King out of Iowa, who was for building a wall back in 2006 or earlier.
Yeah, he had his chance. Steve King, I didn't have any problems with him. He was he's not a rhino, obviously.
I don't know. He may be actually. He may be weaker than I.
rhino.
You know, I just don't know him that well. But I like what he
wasn't
said.
a strong person.
Yeah, I like what he said. That's all I know.
But a lot of these, I don't know, like even on the Jesse Lee show, a lot of people just call people rhinos. You know, they just call anybody a rhino. And I was wondering if people, I don't know. I feel as if the Republican Party, whether you like it, like if it was because of Trump or not, I feel it's gone completely. And I feel.
Do you support Trump?
Well, I support his law and order stance, obviously, and I support a lot of other things of his policy. But I don't really support a person. I guess I don't know. I just support policies, pretty much.
All right. How long have you been a Republican?
Since the 2008 election.
Oh, really?
I turned.
And you were
I
a
turned
kid.
20. Yeah. Well, my parents were Republicans, so I kind of.
All right.
You know, like.
Nice. You're the one who's from down in
Hawthorne.
Yeah, Hawthorne.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, man,
believe
I
any of
mean,
the
Trump. You just have to look at how real Trump is and how fake these other people are, and them kissing up to the racism idea. To
But
me,
do you
that's
think
just so
Bolton
phony.
is right?
Say that again.
Do you think Bolton's right in his book?
No, I don't think he's right in his book. I haven't read what he said. I'm not really interested in what he says.
Well, sometimes it's good to see what, because Bolton's not I wouldn't consider him a rhino. He's not my favorite, but I would say him and
What does
obviously,
Bolton stand for?
Well, he has the traditional Republican values. And
No, he doesn't.
He was. Well, he's
What
obviously
name
not like
name
a
one
leftist.
value that he has for me?
Well, he's a patriot, obviously.
No, name a value, because patriot is just a word. Name a value that he has. And it's not obvious to me that he loves the country, otherwise he wouldn't be trying to smear Trump.
Yeah, it kind of is hard to. Like I said, I'm not a fan of him, but I would still. Like I said, I'm a fan, like of Mattis. I talked to you about that before.
John,
like people
of
like him,
James Mattis?
James.
Yeah,
Mattis,
I remember
Colin
that.
Powell's a good man.
Colin Powell?
Powell's a good man.
What the heck?
John Kelly.
Man,
John Kelly's a good man.
I'm surprised
John
at
Kelly.
you. How old are you?
I turn 20 tomorrow.
Does your dad tell you this, or what? How are you thinking like this?
He was a-
Your thinking
he
is
was a
like so
Viet-
standard. It reminds me
he
of
was a
like
Viet-
these
he
fake
was a
classy
Vietnam
people.
vet.
Huh?
He was a Vietnam vet.
Your dad was?
Yeah, he had me at an older age.
Does he agree with does he say this same stuff that you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly
All right, that
why
makes sense. That makes sense, man. Take a look at these people for yourself though, man, because you're being overly gracious in my opinion. And when I say that, that's like you have these rose-colored glasses for these people that are not good people. They are
Well,
not.
they serve their country, They're respectable
But
people.
okay,
You have to
whatever
be-
they did in the past, I don't know. But present day, they are not serving the country. They are helping hold back the country. And
Well,
Trump is
I
the
guess
only
you could-
one who's fighting for the country, at least up there.
To truthfully, like I said, I'm a law and order kind. I really, I'm firm on that. And if you've seen, he keeps trying to say to these governors and these mayors that he's going to actually call the national. I don't see him doing any of this. I see him backing down in some of these instances, honestly.
All right, man. Well, we'll see what happens. Appreciate it, Alex. Let's talk again.
Okay.
Thank you for calling. Take care. Have a good weekend. Oh, man. Let me get to... Hold on. Let me just double check this stuff. Dark Side of the Bear. What? Says, amazing. Congrats, Hake. The Kill Stream show was epic. I loved being on the Kill Stream. I like those guys, Ethan Ralph of the Ralph Retort, who hosts the Kill Stream, and Dick Masterson, and those groups. They're nice people. They're cool. And I appreciate that they admire and respect Jesse Lee Peterson. Jesse's so simple. It's like the stuff that he says, you're like, that's right, that's right, that's right. Very simple. And it's so funny because I think there's an illusion amongst maybe Marcus Jones. I don't know if Marcus agrees with the simple, basic reality, morality stuff that Jesse talks about. But I've heard Joe from Phoenix call in before and say that he agrees with the obvious crap that Jesse says. And pretty much everything that Jesse says is obvious. And then some stuff you don't realize it's true because you're so detached and rationalizing evil and stuff like that. Or you may not be aware about all thoughts are lies, for example. Like, that's a mind-boggling statement that you can't, because especially if you're an intellectual, you lean on your own understanding. You don't get it. But the stuff that he says is just so plainly true, right? It's so simple. But you can't really duplicate it you can't even live it unless you're like you're living that simple life. It's so nice. No, I do not eat cottage cheese as a snack. I do not like cottage cheese. Maybe I should trick myself into liking some of this stuff. And no, do right, I am not drunk. Anyways, did that make sense? I think that people really either appreciate it or they undervalue it. They think, oh, this is just obvious crap. Referring to the basic reality about life and anger and all this stuff, forgiving your parents. I think that some people gloss over it and just are blind to themselves that they don't actually live by this simple crap. I'm using air quotes. Sorry, Jeanette. She yelled at me one time, and I stopped doing it for a while, and then I came back to doing it. And now I might be doing the air quotes too much. But, yeah, that's cool. Right on to Ralph and Dick for putting Jesse on air to their audience. They need it, appreciate it. Right on. So, let me get to Rick out of Hampton, Virginia. Rick, how you doing?
What's going on, James? How you feeling?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Man, I am fine, man. That's what I can't prove it, but I really believe liberals are starting all this chaos from police beatings, and now they're starting to show a lot of, whites getting caught by the police and they mistreat the police, but the black police are not. Well, white police are not shooting them. See where it's going there, James?
Right. They're just cherry picking different stories in order to cast a narrative. Talk about anecdotal evidence, which is they're using it purposely to deceive the people, because the whites in general are not out of control, but they, more and more are probably getting that way because society is going down. The white family situation is at the crisis level that the black family situation was back in the 60s, 65 or whatever. It is at over 25% out of wedlock birth rate, and all kinds of immoral things accepted today that were not accepted back then. So it is a mess. It is getting worse for all races. So, yep. But they don't care about the truth or what's right. These people, the media, they're fake. Their whole demeanor and spirit is fake and false. But they don't they don't realize it or they don't care, and they are on a mission to take out decent people like Trump and decent people like the white conservatives, because whites are mostly conservative. But I think that's why they hate the whites. Part of why they hate the whites so badly. Yeah, it's getting crazy. Have you ever seen this before in your life?
You know what? No, I haven't. You know, not as crazy as it is now, James. You know?
Yeah. And yet, it's kind of all like makes sense. It's kind of predictable. It's like the logical next steps that they're taking in the destruction of the country. What a shame.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. I appreciate it, Rick. Anything else?
Nope. You know, oh yeah, you heard the movie coming out, Uncle Tom?
Yes. I actually saw a preview of it, and it was nice. So I do. It's cool. Jesse says some good, basic, true things in there. Jesse Lee Peterson. So right on. Larry Elder, I think, is involved. So.
Yep. Clarence Thomas.
Is Clarence Thomas in there enough? I don't know.
Yes,
I don't remember.
I think he's, you know, he may not be in Milk and Sean. You know, he may not be there, but he's there though.
Yeah.
Larry Elder's there, and it's now the movie gonna come out on the movie theater. It's gonna be on YouTube.
Well, I don't know. I think they're going to screen it maybe in some theaters, but I saw it on PBS last month, back in May.
Oh, did you like it?
Yeah, or maybe it was April actually, end of April. But yeah, I liked it. No, you know what? I'm mixed up. I saw it on PBS. I saw something else on PBS. I'm thinking about the Clarence Thomas movie, Created Equal. Clarence Thomas in his own words, and that I do recommend. That was really nice.
Thomas well, and that's Created Equally.
It's called Created Equal. Clarence Thomas in his own words. Yeah. Look for it. I do recommend it. It's cool. It's old school.
Again?
That's about Clarence Thomas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
I'll check that out. Must read.
Yeah. I appreciate it, Rick. Good to hear from you, man. Take care.
You too. Love you, man. God bless you. Happy Father's Day to you.
Oh, yeah. Happy Father's Day coming up. Can you believe it? Father's Day is coming up. Sorry about that, Rick. Oh, man. And normally we would be having it would be our 11th annual men's conference. But due to everything that's going on, and we were planning our 30th anniversary celebration, which was going to be October, but now stay tuned. We'll let you know. We're still holding church with Jesse Lee Peterson, which is always excellent. And hopefully we'll be getting back into the men's forums and women's forums. Those are always great. I love the men's forums. I can't speak to the women's forums because no men allowed. Samuel out of Sweden. Hey, what's up?
Hi, Hake. Glad midsommar.
What did you say?
It's a glad midsummer. It's a Swedish midsummer celebration we have today.
Glad midsummer.
We raw fish and potatoes and a strawberry cake.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You call it glad midsummer?
Yeah, well, you use the English accent of midsummer. I mean, glad midsummer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Glad midsummer back to you.
Glad is like happy, merry.
All right. And midsummer means what? Because tomorrow is the beginning of summer.
Yeah, well, you know, Sweden are strange. We celebrate Christmas 24th, not 25th. And we celebrate midsummer today, and not tomorrow.
All right. Well, that's cool. I respect that. Appreciate that. It sounds better than Juneteenth, because Juneteenth just leaves a nasty taste in my mouth, because I see the nasty, white-hating, radical feminists pushing Juneteenth on Black Twitter. So I prefer
never heard about that.
Glad Midsummer.
Yeah, well, it's an old Swedish tradition.
Beautiful. Right on, man. By the way, you're still making that, are you still going to make that, your thoughts on Black Lives Matter in that mess?
You know, I know that I have to make political videos from now on because they push me too far. But I have to see how I will do it, and I think I know how I will do it. It will not be just straightforward, I don't agree, blah, blah, blah. But I will do political videos, so it's going to get interesting.
Yeah, make sure that you are wise in how you do it, man.
Yeah.
Because I work for Jesse. I can say whatever I want. I'm not going to get fired. Some of you guys, it may not be your role to say stuff in certain ways right now or whatever. You want to build up your life, not necessarily be too edgy too early, and then just live your life right. That's far more important than putting out a so-called truthful message on a YouTube video. You know what I mean?
Well, I just know that I have been pushed too far when it comes to YouTube. So if I do a new video, it will be a political video.
Yeah. But when you say pushed too far, what do you mean by you've been pushed too far?
I mean, you know, YouTube tries to show themselves as a platform for everything.
Right.
But now they have shown that they are politically active. And
right.
I continue to make, nonsense videos that I think is fun, but doesn't really do anything,
right.
say anything about the situation in society. I can't live with that. Yeah, I have to make some kind of message, moral message, political
all
message,
right.
whatever.
Well, I wish you well, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Samuel. You say that once more?
Glad midsummer, hey.
Glad midsummer.
Yes.
Right on. Same to you. Appreciate you, Samuel. Take care.
Thanks.
Oh, glad midsummer. Midsummer. Right on. That's cool. Mo Betta Stand Up says, open carry statue defender chased 2 blacks by white university kid for skateboard attack. Shoots 2, defend. That sounds kind of like a news tip. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. And, when he said the term, when Samuel said the term pushed too far, you don't want to react to being so-called pushed too far necessarily. You want to be sober-minded. Anyway, I'm just saying, be wise. Don't get caught up with any old person who's into the militia or into the anything, and all mad at the media. Because if they're mad, they may not be acting wisely. So, anyways, Fana DeLady says 2020, the year of the pander virus. It's spreading. Yeah, the pandering is so disgusting. On many sides, right? Mo Betta Stand Up says everyone must remember dual citizen hats call in too. Yeah. Correction, 2 blocks, not 2 blacks, sorry. So is Mo Betta Stand Up. It's hard to keep up with what you're talking about, man. But thank you. Appreciate the support. And El Finn says the band Tool is really satanic. Really is satanic. They've made some like catchy music. Tool is like a 90s band or early 2000s maybe. And yeah, pretty much all the music is satanic because it's all about anti-God. They're anti-Christians. Bunch of liberals, including the so-called Christian bands and Christian rappers. Lecrae allowing his feet to get washed by Dan Cathy. Ridiculous. Shameful. That's humiliating on both sides. Let me get to Earl, my second favorite caller in Michigan. Earl, how you doing?
Hola, buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Yeah, James.
Hake.
Hey, Mr. Earl.
Little Nazi.
Little Nazi.
Make sure you sign the boots.
Sign my own boots?
Nazis like their shoes shine.
I don't know. I'm not into that.
Well, you're into their philosophy, so you might as well.
You don't know that. Name one philosophy of the Nazis that I'm into.
Into the Nazis?
Yeah, so name one Nazi philosophy other than opposing homosexuality that I'm into. You don't know what you're talking about? And the Democrats are worse than the Nazis. Did you know that? Did you know,
No.
Earl, did you know that the Democrats are worse than the Nazis?
I know you can also tell me about the tooth fairy. You can make up anything.
That's what you do. Racism is about as dangerous as the tooth fairy. And about as real as well.
You delude yourself that pretend that racism never existed.
It has never existed. It's a dumb idea. It's a dumb idea meant for suckers like you.
That's what friends, little kids with stupid ideas that's coming up, kind of adopt from past people that pass their own little made up false false truth. Now they're trying to make it mainstream.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they pushed the lie of racism, and now it's so-called mainstream.
No,
Even Black Lives Matter. Even the radical.
Like
Hold on, Earl. Even the radical Black Lives. He's so immature. Earl, grow up. You're older than me. You're supposed to act more mature. Even the radical Black Lives Matter, they're trying to make them mainstream, and therefore homosexuality, lesbianism, all this stuff that's not good for the blacks, but the blacks are being used to promote this stuff. They're for that. And did you know that the Democrat Party supports abortion, which has killed over 60 million? Is it 60 million babies since the 70s in America? Dang, 60 million. That's more than 10 times as many Jews as the Jews that were killed by the Nazis, according to the story. Earl? So, yeah, the Democrats are way worse.
Did you have me on mute or something?
Of course, because you're interrupting me. I was saying, Earl, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. And you started going, da, 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 da.
This time I heard the button, so I wasn't talking.
Right on.
But all that nonsense you're talking about, the Democrats are for this. Women seek abortions. Nobody puts a gun to their head, force them to abortion clinics.
Aren't
Black,
they evil?
White, Indian, Spanish, whatever.
Aren't they evil?
They volunteer to go.
Yeah, they voluntarily kill their babies.
Don't blame it on some political party.
Yeah, the Democrats support women doing that.
To further your agenda.
The Democrats support women killing babies. And the doctors who pledge to do no harm.
Women who seek
what a joke, huh?
that service seek it on their own.
Not always, but
it's up to them. It's up to the individual.
Yeah, you support women killing innocent children. Yes.
Did you know?
Okay, Nazi. Sorry to the Nazis. Maybe that's that's offensive to the Nazis to be compared to a Democrat, which is way worse. Democrats are disgusting. Evil. Mass murderers. They support mass murder. Crazy.
Before I forget, I'd like to tell your listeners to
Hey,
Google,
Earl, do you think those babies willingly got themselves killed?
Let me finish what I say and you go to what you want to ask.
All right.
I'd like to tell your listeners to Google a great debate between James Baldwin and William F. Buckley back in 1965 at the University of Cambridge in England.
The radical homosexual James Baldwin?
Whatever he is.
He's not. He's not living anymore.
I know it. Whatever he was, that's immaterial.
No, it's quite material. He was not a sane person.
I know you're obsessed with that, but
what morality?
More what he said.
What morality?
What he said. Not looking in his bedroom.
No, it's not about his bedroom. He was. Hey, hold on, Earl. Earl, that's so dishonest. You're very dishonest. James Baldwin, if he kept it. Hold on, Earl. Be quiet. If he kept it in his bedroom, I didn't have to put him on hold.
James, be quiet.
I did have to put him on hold. If he kept it in his bedroom, then I wouldn't be saying anything because I wouldn't know anything. But he didn't keep it in his bedroom. He was brazenly, shamelessly homosexual, allegedly, right? Otherwise, how would we know? Unless somebody outed him after the fact. That's wrong. They shouldn't be doing that because it's shameful to be immoral like that. And he thinks that I'm obsessed with morality. Earl, shame on you, man. That's pathetic. That you should be so dismissive of these evil people. Pretending.
Sexual proclivity, whatever they do. Not what they're saying of their arguments.
You're such an intellectual.
Go straight to the bedroom. Don't worry about them.
You're such an intellectual.
By the way,
Earl, let me ask you my question now, because I let you ask your question. You advise people watch William F. Buckley as if that's, I don't know who that is or if that's a respectable person.
You don't know one of your great conservative.
So-called. I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard mixed reviews about that man. Anyways, you talked about the women are willingly going in and killing the children. Are the children willingly getting themselves killed in there? The babies? Are they willingly going to get killed to the abortion clinic, Earl?
Now that's a stupid question.
No, you can answer it.
That's a stupid question.
Are you going to answer it?
I don't know. Why don't you ask them?
You don't know? You don't know if the babies are willingly going to the clinic to get themselves killed?
Have you talked to them?
I haven't. I don't have to.
How would I know?
How would I know? Talk about a dishonest person.
I mean, that's a stupid butt question like that, as if you got a gotcha.
I appreciate that, Earl. You didn't want to say the A word. All right. Have a good one. Farrakhan.
Yeah, too bad I couldn't tell you talk
Bye.
about the
Bye. I gotta go. Because I just had to hang up because it's been too long. Let me tell you guys, before I get to Louie and Mark and Stefano and the rest of the callers, Trump tweeted about this Supreme Court madness going on right now. They have promoted LGBTQIA madness as a civil right when it's evil and it's wrong. And they've outlawed the basic fundamental human and American freedom to discriminate. That was so wrong. Even Jesse Lee Peterson knew it was wrong as a young man. He didn't like the people doing sit-ins in private businesses because common sense says they don't want to serve you. Don't force yourself on them, right? Well, now stupid Democrats and stupid Republicans and evil people in the Supreme Court have said that, oh, you can't discriminate. You can't not hire or cannot fire LGBTQ people for being LGBTQ, even though it's your business. You have the right to do with it as you please. They don't believe in freedom. They don't even believe in the Constitution. Don't we have a freedom of association? So Trump tweeted about the Supreme Court's madness, saying that he described it as shotgun blasts to the faces of Republicans and conservatives, and that we need conservative judges or we will lose the Second Amendment. Honestly, we need to change the culture so that the people have the spirit of the Second Amendment, the spirit of the First Amendment, the spirit of freedom, where you allow people to be free to love or hate or whatever. Not try to say America has no place for so-called Nazis or so-called white supremacists. Yes, this is America. They have the right to believe what they want. And you can mischaracterize it as white supremacists or Nazis or whatever you want to mischaracterize it as. But they have the right to think how they do. You're not going to spread love by forcing them, right? Well, this Second Amendment hater, Fred Gutenberg, pretended to be offended at the term shotgun blasts to the face in Trump's defense of the Second Amendment because he is a father of this girl who died, Jamie Gutenberg, murdered in Parkland, Florida, right? In that mass shooting on Valentine's Day of 2018. He says, this Fred Gutenberg guy says, I have a couple of screenshots from this Trump tweet, shotgun to the face, and the hater, Trump Twitter hater. This guy says, I will dedicate the rest of my life to gun safety. And gun safety is another fake buzzword to replace gun control, because we all know that gun control was a fake buzzword to take away the Second Amendment. If he was about gun safety, he would be for supporting Trump. But he's not. And this guy, Fred Gutenberg, who is a blue check mark on Twitter, a verified liberal, his dumb website, orangeribbonsforjamie.org. Just a dumb liberal activist shaming his daughter's name, honestly. He has a Biden for president banner on his Twitter profile, which is a joke. He has Biden for president on his Twitter profile, this guy. Crazy. Look at that. And he has Joe Biden even in his Twitter profile pic. This father from Parkland, Florida, from that March Against Our Lives shooting that took place by that one guy with a Hispanic name. And that guy was able to do the shooting because there was leniency. Is leniency the right word? On criminal behavior. Just like Trayvon Martin experienced leniency when he was caught tagging up a door over at school, and he was caught with burglary tools, what looked like burglary tools, and women's jewelry in his bag. They didn't arrest him like they should have, and he was out walking the streets, and then he jumped George Zimmerman, allegedly, right? Got himself killed. Well, this guy had done some crazy stuff. This person who shot up the school in Parkland, Florida, and they had, we don't want to overly criminalize young people, and so they didn't put him in jail or do whatever they had to do, and he got worse. And that's typical of what the Democrats and liberals do, is they enable the criminals and punish the law-abiding. What a mess. I'm going to open the treasure chest in like a minute or so. Let me get to Louie in Idaho. Louie, what's up?
Jim, you got me on after Earl. Earl, talking about Nazis. You know what Meisterbrow is, Earl? Meisterbrow is beer. Master brew, not master like slavery.
Nice.
Anyway, I just spoke to my sister earlier. She tells me that if you go to Andrew Cuomo, he's making it so if you go from New York to Florida, you might have to quarantine for 14 days. Are you kidding me?
That is nuts.
That's about control right there.
Yeah, it is. These people, I heard that I saw this headline that the governor of here in California and other governors and mayors and messy people are forcing the people to wear a mask in public. Talk about a lack of dignity and a lack of common sense.
That's the way it is in New York.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. You have to go to the doctor. You have to call. You have to go in the parking lot. Call from the parking lot. Get a number, and then get called in. Is that absurd or what?
It is. It's so silly. These people are not, and they're not for protecting the people. They allow homelessness to run rampant, rats to run wild, crime to go crazy. They stifle the police. They stifle the Second Amendment, and they are not good people.
Police.
Huh?
Don't even get me started on the police.
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
That's just wrong what they're doing to the police. The police are just trying to do their jobs.
Right.
And then, this guy...
Yeah, I know how you feel, man. It's a mess. Yeah, Andrew Cuomo is...
his brother works for CNN. What does that tell you?
Yeah. He's pretending like he's a leader so that he can look good, maybe to run for president or whatever. He's just these people are all about looking good, including Chris Cuomo, too. They're so shallow. Otherwise, they wouldn't be Democrats. It's crazy. It's kind of embarrassing that Earl is still a Democrat at however old he is.
I don't even want
and he listens he listens
Does
to.
Earl get paid from Jesse? I mean.
No, he's just he hate listens, right? He hate listens to the show, right?
Yep.
And that just shows you that you can be exposed to all the truth or all the facts and still believe lies, still be a sucker.
Earl.
Yep.
Wake up, Earl.
Yeah.
I know you're listening.
Maybe he needs to do the quiet prayer and answer a question, even if it's a dumb question. Did the kids volunteer to get killed?
Just say, look, just lie, Earl. Lie. I love everyone.
Right. I appreciate it, Louie. Good to hear from you, man.
Take it easy, man. We'll talk again.
All right. Take care.
Bye-bye.
So, hold up. Jib Jab says, how about 2-hour soft opening before July? He would like that. Appreciate that. Thank you guys for the support on that. We do hope to get it soon. I am thinking White History Month, 2-hour Hake. Earl said, 3 shots, everyone. It's a drinking game joke, right? I don't approve. You don't want to play games like that. That's dangerous, especially with Earl. 2020. Oh, yeah, he already said that. Oh, man. Christy gave a diamond and said, if all music is evil, what do you listen to? Yeah, I don't know. I do listen to a lot of music, but I just know that they are evil people, right? You don't get sucked into it so much, maybe. 100% agree on the music take. Hake says Mo better stand up. Earl, I predicted this. Polly J gave a couple of diamonds, more diamonds. And Mo better stand up says Joel's Hake outro mix and some Earl on hold rambles. Maybe it'll have them. Marie Maybe Golette. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Gave a diamond, thank you. Mo better stand up says giving back to the church. And yes, do support church and come to church is excellent. Mo better stand up says giving back to the church, chest and based AF, which stands for America First, of course. Mary May Bigelow gave another diamond. Thank you. Okay, let me get to Mark in New York City. What's up, Mark? We have about a minute. Give me your take on John Bolton, if you like.
No, I was just wondering why Bolton, is saying these things about Trump. Do you believe him? Like, if Bolton said something good about Trump, you would have believed him, but if he said something bad, you don't believe him?
That's probably true. Yeah, it's probably true. Because generally, because Trump is a pretty straightforward, honest man. What you see is what you get with him, pretty much. And you can tell that he actually loves America. He's one of the few, maybe one of the only people in the big federal government who really loves the country. Maybe there's a few out there who really do, but he obviously does. And John Bolton has been an establishment rhino for ages.
So you just say he loves the country after being president for 3 years. And served the country for decades.
Who did?
With their life.
Who did?
McMaster, Mattis, all these
guys. Man.
They're traitors, but Trump only did it for 3 years. And what you gonna do? Anything?
No. Mark, you're not seeing it right. I'm gonna, Mark. Let me respond, buddy. So Trump has served the country all his life by building a great life, employing thousands of people all over the country and world. And these people, hold on. And these people, quote unquote, serve their country by having a career in the government. That's all they did. They're still alive. So what types of risk they took, I don't know. The people that actually die on the battlefield, I respect that a little more. But these people that are establishment, so-called generals, I don't know what they're about. You're just making assumptions about them, talking about serve the country. That's so standard thinking.
They did, but I'm saying
no, man. Anyways, let's talk Sunday, man. Let's talk Sunday.
All right, man.
Appreciate you, man. Take care. And Maze and Andrew, I'm sorry I cannot get to you guys. Appreciate it. Hopefully soon we will be doing 2 hours, and I will be like having to take a break at the top of the hour. But anyways, Church with Jesse Lee Peterson is this Sunday. Rebuildingtheman.com/church. Make sure you check out and subscribe to Bond Rebuilding the Man YouTube channel. The Fallen State, noon today, noon Los Angeles time. TheFallenState.tv. I almost said Bond Rebuilding the Man YouTube channel, but it's the Fallen State YouTube channel, guys. And have a nice Saturday tomorrow, okay? And enjoy the Trump rally tomorrow out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. All right, take care.